He does the thing and
The Matrix?
the Matrix.
Oh my. It's that good jam. Basil, we need to have intro music every time.
We're gonna get muted.
Why?
Because it's copyright.
The first person named the song and who it's by.
Marky Mark is a fun bunch. Edwin Mason.
I don't know who it is.
Maybe we should even do a live. We should stand. Let's just dance. Let's dance.
You dance first. Go.
I can't go first.
Not according to your mom, you're a
Return to
retarded.
Mac. Now who sings it? I want to know who it is. What? We're gonna let some other. Oh, I'm telling you.
It feels like
This is a jam.
like DeBarge or something. It could be like Earl DeBarge.
All right. Tell everybody who it is.
Mark Morrison.
Mark Morris.
Mark Morrison. What's up? Alright. Alright, what's up?
Oh, nice fade out, bro.
Dude,
That was nice.
He's like a producer.
Dude.
How did it sound on that side? For the people who are listening. Did it
Probably
sound,
really
Did
bad.
it sound like crap or did it sound alright?
Yeah, you can't screw that song up.
You can't screw that up.
If you can just hear a little bit of it, you should be in.
I know, but it might have come up on the other side as just a bunch of distortion.
You're coming off like a bunch of
No,
distortion.
it said sounded great. Damn right. it
See?
did.
Thank you.
Return of the Mac.
Yep.
So, what's up, guys?
What's
Welcome
happening?
back. Top Guns, Terre Haute, Indiana here. And,
Face tubing today, right?
Face tubing? Are we face
We're
tubing?
face tubing.
No,
you're just YouTubing.
We're
Oh,
just
yeah, you
YouTubing?
don't have. I thought we were supposed to be doing
I
Facebook.
thought we were face tubing.
Dude, I thought you were face tubing.
Hey, you guys get
listen,
us
you
all
said
to
it once
yourself.
and then I said I didn't want to do it and then you never said anything about it again.
Alright, so
All right.
YouTube, get us all to yourself.
So, guys, we again are going to talk about some stories in the news
Yep.
and give you Steve's opinion on them.
Starters, I think Don needs a shower.
Wow.
It's not true.
That's not true. He took a shower this morning.
True, he was with me.
That's not true, by the way. So, guys, Don,
I mean,
what's
that doesn't
our...
make you gay anyway.
No, I didn't say it was gay.
Two dudes
And even if you were gay, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Absolutely
Just one shower.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
We spent a lot of time together.
We spent a lot of time together.
So, Don, what is our first story of the day?
The first one, I don't know. Basil gave me this stuff, so I haven't had a chance to look through it, but
I didn't do anything.
someone put it in my chair, okay? So
Why don't we let them ask questions? Because we probably know as much about whatever they would ask as we're going to know about what's on there.
That's not true. We have a couple cool stories, man.
all right,
Go
come
for
for it. And we don't need to know it, then we're going to read it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's kind of like school's in, yo. Last Saturday, fought the win from Indy. Such a cool place. Picked up a heck of a deal. Titan, Kobe. I can read it all. Hey, thanks,
What's up,
brother.
buddy?
Appreciate you coming in.
Don't forget, if you guys are on YouTube, come in, talk to one of us, and might just get hooked up with a sticker.
Ooh.
Yeah. We had a guy come in today, hooked up with a sticker.
Yep, he came in, saw the new Wheel Gun Wednesday that dropped and was asking about it. So, yep.
Have you guys had a chance to see the new Wheel Gun Wednesday yet? Tell us a little bit about that, see if you enjoyed it.
Tom looks like a baby Sasquatch.
I'm fine with that.
And I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
I wear 15, so I mean,
And Alex looks like an adult Sasquatch.
First
okay.
story of the day.
So the first story of the day here, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this. This one's gone pretty viral. This one
Vile.
is
Hold up.
Vile.
viral.
Hold on.
Sorry.
It's just
It's gone pretty.
disgusting.
Gone
Is
pretty.
this thing on?
Hello, hello. Just like the sound effect. That's pretty good one. This one's out of Missouri, and you probably know what I'm talking about. This is the three teenage boys that were bullying the 13-year-old boy who is, according to his mother, is on the autism spectrum. Doesn't say.
Just so everybody
To what-
knows, we
to
have
what
no
level?
idea what Don is going to talk about before he talks about it. So if he says something that's just outrageous like Don would say, we apologize up front.
Maybe that should be how we actually run these.
It's exactly how we
We're-
run
Oh, I
these.
know, but maybe
what it says.
we'll make it look like it's intentional from now on. Like that we come in unprepared and we don't get to know in advance. And then it looks like, hey, that's the way it is.
That's
Oh, yeah.
exactly what we
Spoiler
do.
alert! That's how it does every time. We literally, I mean, we've been on for what, a minute now. I've had this stuff for a minute and a half. So that's kind of where we're at. So basically what this is, and you can see the video online, and it is pretty disturbing, just kind of a forewarner here for people who get overly upset about stuff. But basically there's three teenage boys who are picking on a smaller, younger kid that apparently has autism, and they're punching him, they're hitting him, and this kind of stuff. The kid's not defending himself. and they're trying to make this kid kiss their feet. And another one of the teenagers off the side of the screen pulls a firearm out, a handgun from his waistband and points it at the kid's head, and tells him to kiss their feet.
Okay.
I mean, it's just pretty.
So has
fucked
anyone
up.
taken the other kids and whooped their ass?
I can't even begin to tell you what happened if it was my kid. I would be in the news for sure.
So what's the point of this story? Tell me is there more?
So yeah, there is more. So the kid came home and he was a little distraught, wouldn't say anything, and another kid who apparently was filming this, showed the boy's mother. Mother took it to the police department. The police department's like, nah, there's nothing we can really do.
Oh, so the police department did nothing.
Yeah, so the police department said they're teenagers.
Now again, there's two sides to every story. I'm sure there's way more in this story than what
Okay,
you're
well,
giving us from your phone.
Well, this is the full report. You can look at this on Fox, and they've got the video.
Reliable.
Huh?
It's reliable news source,
It
okay?
is. It's better than fake CNN.
Oh my god.
You're right, it's RNN, Real News Network.
Get on the left train and go.
Alright, go.
So
Keep going.
anyway, I guess so. Over the weekend, everything went viral. Started picking up traction on Facebook and some other social media outlets. The mother went back again on Tuesday and demanded that they open an investigation to find out what had happened. And then the police department decided they were going to do something. And they have 3 unnamed teenager minors.
At this point, you probably
in
need to
custody.
do something on your own.
Yeah, I mean, that's 4 days. They put a gun to your kid's head.
I would
beating
say,
him.
I would
CJ, we're
say-
going to talk about that shortly.
look, it's justified at that point. I would take it to a jury and be like, yeah, whatever. They put a gun in my kid's head, so
And the
they
police
took
department
care of it.
decided not to do anything about it.
their parents should take care of it at that point. Next news story.
If you were on a jury, would you convict a parent for...
No. Dude, there was one, never mind. I don't want to talk about it. The same thing the other day, it was just a little bit more drastic. It was obviously a rape thing and a dad and cut a wiener off and that whole bit. Did you guys see that?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, bad news.
Glad
it's-
I missed that one.
Yeah, so there was a rape case, pretty much across seas, blah, blah, blah. He cut it off.
Was that in India?
Yeah, like cut it off and then fried it and made the guy eat it.
Yep.
No shit.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And then they arrested him. But at the same time, that's how it
If I was
happens.
on that jury, I don't think I could convict the guy.
I don't think I could convict somebody either. I'd be like, well, sorry,
Mess
too
with the
bad.
guy's daughter.
Well, especially in this case, when the mother did the right thing and took it to the police and said, hey, here's the video, here's what happened. And then they're going to say, well, they're teenagers, they'll just get a little community service. There's nothing you can really do.
I would like to know everybody else's opinions also. And again, keep writing your comments. We see them down there. We'll eventually get back to them. But if you guys have anything to chime in during any of these news stories, don't hesitate to do so. Next news story.
There's 2 questions on there I want to try to apply to.
Okay.
Did I say apply?
You did,
I meant reply.
but I said vial earlier, so you're okay.
All right.
Earlier this week, video was released showing Lakeland, Florida Commissioner Michael Dunn shooting and killing an
Oh, I saw
alleged
this.
shoplifter. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Killing an alleged shoplifter on October 3rd who was trying to leave his military supply store. Now the grand jury has indicted Dunn on a charge of 2nd-degree
The
murder.
guy with the axe. That was
no-
still an axe.
Yeah, something like that. But nonetheless,
he hadn't brandished it.
And he was leaving.
Outside the shop, leaving.
So again, guys, we're doing a little bit different today. We had to kind of go on a different area because we're doing some recording later, so we didn't have all the fancy stuff to bring videos in today. But long story short, guy steals something. He's walking out the door with it, and the guy pulls a gun and pretty much shoots him in the back.
He's holding, if you watch the video, he's holding on to the guy by like his shirt or something like that, and the guy's pulling away from him. The machete or hatchet or whatever he had tomahawk that he had taken, he didn't brandish it, he didn't pull, he was trying to get away. The guy pulls out what looked like a 938, I couldn't really tell, sticks it to him, pops him up close.
Right, so they're
Now-
trying to use the stand your ground
Right,
law.
so the media continue to try to use yet another indictment of Florida's stand your ground law. Polk County State Attorney Brian Haas said at the press conference he believes Dunn may use stand your ground as defense. I have determined this case and the actions of Mr. Dunn fall outside the protection of stand your ground law, and of course that's according to the state attorney. So now they have charged him with 2nd-degree murder.
So let's put it into a scenario here. I mean, in our scenario that if you're out anywhere, you see somebody shoplifting, that's not necessarily putting your life in danger.
Right.
Is the way I see that. So it's not an immediate threat. They're not trying to harm you in any way. Trying not to. You cannot just pull a weapon and shoot somebody. If somebody's trying to steal something from here, for instance, we can't just be like, boom.
I think there's one caveat to that.
All right, I'd like to hear this.
And I believe this guy's guilty, by the way. So if I were on the jury with the limited amount of knowledge that we have now, I would say he's probably guilty. But if a person is leaving and they stole a gun or a weapon of some sort, and you believe they pose
that's the same
imminent threat to someone else. So in other words, they've just stole a gun, they're headed out the door, and you're like, I cannot let this person go out into the parking lot with a firearm at this point, huh?
Remind us to go back to the Titan
You
City.
cannot shoot him. I don't care at all.
You can defend the life of others.
Right, but how do you know?
No, there is no.
That's the same thing. This guy had like.
All
You must
right,
not be explaining it.
Wait. All right, guy comes in, steals a gun, pops a guy.
Okay, now.
Yeah, now
Whoa! But then he decides he's leaving.
Okay.
you can kill him.
Why?
He's already.
Why? He's no longer a threat.
He's already. You
How
are.
do
So you can just fucking kill him?
Absolutely, he has taken the life of someone else.
He has proved that he's a threat.
He's
That in
proved
and
that
of
he is a
itself,
threat.
but that in and of itself does not give you the right to take his life. If he still poses a threat,
How do you,
you have the right.
What world do you live in?
It's if he still poses a threat. If
how do you know that
He is still a threat.
If he sets the gun down and says, "Hey, I'm done."
Yeah,
then
no,
you're
I'm
still
not
shooting?
gonna-
No,
Nope.
no.
All right. So if he doesn't set the gun down, but he puts it tucks it in his pants and turns around and walks out the door, he's no
No.
longer a threat.
Right.
I can agree with that.
All right. So do you have the right to shoot him or not?
No.
No.
That's my point.
What point did you
Whoa!
make?
Whoa! This is a Don Sabla argument. You're an idiot.
No. That's my point. My point is, if you have reason to believe when he walks out the door with a weapon that individual poses a threat to society.
You can't just.
He's already proven that. He's already proven that by shooting somebody in the shot.
No. My point is this.
I would love to hear it.
I'm saying there is a scenario where you would be justified, in my humble opinion, in taking a life of a person that just did something in your store. So, if you have reason to believe that this person still poses a threat,
You could pop him? I mean, you're saying go out, boom.
all right, let me ask you this. Your child is over there.
I'm going to sell you this stapler.
Your child is over there. All right? There's a person walking towards your child with an axe.
He's going down.
Are you going to drop him or not drop him?
Damn, that's a good question.
Depends on how.
I can
close
tell you
he
what
is.
I would do.
Tell you how close he
Oh,
is.
yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
just stole it, and he's walking towards your child with a fucking axe.
Okay.
Okay, what if the dude picks up an axe from the store and is walking past your kid to go pay for it? Do I pop him?
No, of course
That's not what you just
No,
asked me.
I'm saying it depends on if you believe that individual poses a threat.
How do you know he's posing a threat? Now, if the guy hacks somebody...
Again, I believe in this
No,
case
no.
the guy is guilty.
Listen, if the guy hacks somebody, now he's getting ready to walk towards my kid
Alright.
with the axe in his hand.
So-
I'm popping him. If
Here we
the
go.
dude picks it up and walks, I can't kill him.
All right. So let's put it. Let me.
All right, wait.
They can't see you on camera.
Sorry.
Sit your
No,
ass
here.
down.
All right.
I got it.
Guy hits somebody with an axe, shoots him with a gun, stabs him with a knife, whatever it is. All right, does whatever he does. All right, then just starts casually walking out the door. Now he's got to walk. He's walking casually. He's not saying I'm going to kill you. He's not doing anything. Walking casually, and he's getting ready to walk past your child. Are
He
you
has
gonna let him-
already done something.
He's already done something.
Then I have to act. If he has done nothing, then no.
All right.
So let's put it in this
Because he is
perspective.
still a threat at that
Let's
point.
What if-
put it on our premises the way this happened in that shop. Okay.
I
I
would love
already
to hear
said
somebody-
that guy is
Oh,
guilty in my opinion.
I'm sorry if it is peaking on you guys, by the way, but I'd love to hear your opinion
'Cause
also.
we're yelling.
Because Steve is wrong.
Yes.
No, I'm not. I'm saying in that particular scenario that we saw the video on, I believe that guy is guilty. However, I do believe there are scenarios where a person has stolen something and is leaving that it would be justified if you believe they pose an imminent
all right.
danger or an imminent
Let's
threat
just
to
make
someone
this,
else's life.
Make this very, very clear. And you have viewers watching right now. Ask the question to them.
So we have a seminar coming up on September 9th that's going to be covering this very same
You meant to
stuff.
say November.
So we are going to have
November the 9th.
November the 9th. We have an attorney that specializes in self-defense victims. So I would love for you to present this question
I would too.
to that attorney,
All right.
and hear what this guy who
I
specializes
mean,
in says.
the bottom line
hold
is
on.
he's not going to have there is no perfect answer.
Listen,
He's going to say you're going to
Be
prison.
very blunt with your question and ask them. Go.
Is there a scenario where someone has stolen something from wherever you work that you believe you would be justified if that person is leaving in potentially taking what could be lethal action?
And now I'm going to ask questions. Has the guy done something, either harmed someone, killed someone, anything?
No, because once I answer that, then I'm going to cause their answers to sway into my opinion.
The question is there ever a chance that you need to kill someone because they stole something from your business?
What I am saying is if that person, if what that person stole was a weapon, and based on what that person is saying and or the actions of that person, so if somebody takes an axe and he says, I'm going to go kill the guy outside with this, and he starts to turn around and walking towards that guy,
I can't kill him.
are you going to stand between him and the guy?
I'm going to try my best not to kill him.
Let me
I
present
will
this
probably
question.
have
Let me present this
to
question
take
to
some
you.
cuts at that.
This is the question I want to ask.
Guy comes, steals an
Hold on,
axe,
hold
says,
on.
I'm going to kill you,
Hold on.
and raises it.
What are you going?
Okay.
What are you going to
You
do?
get distance.
Huh?
If you can't get distance,
You
then
can't get distance.
at that point you have to take care of the threat.
I agree.
This has nothing to do with stealing it, though.
No. But my point
is not
my-
even on topic
My
anymore.
point, no, my point is at some point, if it becomes an imminent threat, it can be justified.
Okay, but this is not. Okay, so listen. All right, you're the shop owner. Okay,
All right.
a guy goes into our knife display down here and steals a knife, blade open. Okay, goes walking out of the shop with it. Are you justified in shooting him at any point?
No.
All right. Guy goes in a knife case, grabs a knife, and says, "I'm going to go kill my wife outside with this." Are you going to kill him?
Nope. But I'm gonna. But I am going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to stop him.
Bring that back up for me, Jacob, please.
All right. Is there a way to make that just stay up?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
All right. All right. Let's go through some maybe answers to questions here. Steve, go from the top for me.
All right. So earlier somebody asked about an
Scroll.
RMR on a Glock 19.
No, about this question. There's some answers on this question.
There's a lot of bad. Billy says kill him.
All right. Realize. What's it say?
Where are we at?
Both basically saying the same thing.
We do
Thank
that.
you,
We
yeah.
do that a lot.
Yeah. U.S. Law Shield, yes. Charge someone with.
What's CJ say there at the bottom?
Only when the person's prove a propensity for violence, in my opinion, would it be justified.
That's what I'd have to agree with.
Yeah, I
He
agree
is
with you.
saying that
agree with
I
that.
am going to kill somebody doesn't mean that I have the absolute right.
I
to kill
don't
him.
disagree with that.
You did just do. Okay. Next story. I can't wait for him to play this back and realize that he said the same thing 5 times and he was wrong.
No! No, I'm saying there are scenarios.
This is just a glimpse into our life, man. It's
This
like
is
this-
not as real as you guys have ever gotten on this channel
Oh.
about what it is day to day in this shop.
all day.
Can someone from Illinois purchase a firearm from the shop?
Yes, absolutely. If you are an Illinois resident, you can purchase a long gun, that'd be a rifle, shotgun, anything like that from us. You just have your mandatory 24-hour wait. That is going to be changing here next year, I believe.
It's like a
Illinois.
10-day or
Five-
something.
so it's a
3 day.
So it's a 3-day across the board. But as of right now, yes, you have a 24-hour wait. You can take it.
And if you guys want to move to the great state of Indiana, we'll gladly take you in
We're
your
offering
tax dollars.
tax. Yeah, we're offering tax discounts for a handgun. And this goes for any state.
No,
Um,
we're not.
You can purchase a handgun from us, but the handgun has to be transferred back to your home state. That's a federal law that applies to all states. So yes, short answer is you can come buy a gun from us.
That needs to be changed.
You don't want to buy a gun from us?
No, the part about where you can't buy a handgun across state line.
Okay, well, it actually was a federal judge ruled that there was unconstitutional under the interstate commerce law like 3 years ago. A couple days before that was going in, it went into the appellate court and it's still there. So it could be held up in appellate court for like 5 years.
All right, so what's the next story we got going on there, Donald?
Let's see.
Are you gonna footrest?
No, I'm not going to flip
This
this.
cover broad mother.
I wish I could hold that up somehow.
All right, so this is a good news story.
We need one of those.
A mother from New Jersey is being hailed as a hero for taking action that may have stopped a school shooting. It all started with Miss Bull received an extremely insulting Facebook message from a complete stranger. The message read in part, there's no such thing as white privilege, you effing autistic, effing blah, blah, blah. Hope your black children gets hurt for you being so stupid. You race retard. Miss Bull is a widow with a late husband, the father of 3 children, and she is black.
That sounds like a bunch of crap that you just read.
She's not black. Her husband was black and her children are mixed.
So what's this have to do with anything?
The guy was a racist and threatened to shoot up.
You didn't let me
the
finish.
school.
You didn't let me finish the story.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because
You were saying
doesn't make
things
sense.
wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm reading it verbatim. How can it be wrong?
You were saying things incorrectly, Mom.
So guys, again, this is...
All right, just give us the gist. What happened?
Yeah, we don't have time. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Tell us what happened.
Tell us, Jacob.
Jacob, what happened?
Tell us what happened.
So this guy messaged this mother, who is the mother of 3 mixed children, and her late husband was black, and he sent a message laced with racial slurs to her.
All the crap Don was reading.
Yes, and so she called the police
The parent
and
was wrong.
notified them that he had done this, and so they went to his house, and as they went to his house, he was pulling out of his driveway. He was actually armed essentially for a school shooting.
Holy cow.
And they stopped him as he was pulling out of his driveway, and he had like ammunition, weapons, just all in his trunk.
Okay, now so according to this, hang on that paper down there between you.
I'll bet there's no audio on yours at all.
That's okay.
So they can watch. Now, from what I just read, and these were quotations from the news article.
So this lady stopped the school shooting.
Well, essentially, yes, but here's my question. What authority did the police have to go investigate him? Because he doesn't threaten her in this. It doesn't say that she's being threatened. He doesn't say that he's going to act in any way or threaten her children, he's going to hurt them or do anything. So just for him being a racist asshole and calling her a bunch of names, how are the police able to intervene in any way? I mean, is that going to
we may not have all the facts. Who knows?
I don't know what to tell you about that story.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's a bad story.
And if that is the case, I mean, that's a
We don't have enough facts.
that's a perfect defense for him because
So guys, we got, what, 9 minutes or so before we shut this thing down. This is the time where we will take some questions from you guys. If there's some news stories that you guys know about, well, I know there's one. You want to bring up some bombs,
Yeah.
right?
You got bombs,
Yep, there were bombs sent out to.
a lot of bombs.
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff, and we don't understand what's going on with that. If you guys have more information on that, we don't have a clue what's going on. So,
shoot some-
hold on. Jacob has news update.
So with that story, the thing was is that the mother went to that guy's Facebook page, and his profile picture, he had a gun in it. In his message, he said, "I hope your children hang." And so that's why she contacted police.
Yep, and that says that right there. Hope your children hang. I read that part. But that doesn't have anything to do
His
with.
profile picture had him holding a gun. That's where her concern came. That's when she decided to contact police.
This guy gets a. This
Should
guy,
Are you telling me you wouldn't call the police if somebody said, "I hope your children hang," and they're holding a gun?
hanging and guns aren't the same thing. If this guy has a half,
my
Okay, but
God.
somebody threatens your child in
my
any way,
God.
shape, or form. You're not going to go fuck the world up.
I'm going to them.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You would call the police, get it taken care
Oh, I
of.
would.
That
I would.
idiot needs to go away for a long time.
But if he has a half-assed defense attorney, he could get off. I'm just saying.
If he has a prosecutor.
Is anybody else?
Probable cause.
Okay.
It doesn't fall under probable cause. I'm just telling you. A good defense attorney will get him off. Promise you that one. Okay, so questions, comments?
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth.
How can you honestly say when I'm sitting there thinking rationally
Listen,
that I'm an idiot?
if
Do I
I
agree
have-
with what he said or did? No.
If I have proof, as in something written that says, "I hope your children hang,"
It's not a threat. Hey, Alex, I hope you get in a car wreck and die on the way home. It's not a threat.
you're telling me, "I hope your children hang."
That's not a
not a
threat.
I'll agree that that's not necessarily a threat in and of itself, but if somebody
kidding
says
me?
that,
But
It's
coming
not a
from
threat.
a complete and utter stranger?
It's still not a threat. I could go walk out to a person on the sales floor, a customer that I've never met before, and say, I hope your brakes fail on the way home and you die. It's not a threat. I can go out there and talk to a customer on the sales floor right now and say, man, I hope one of your kids accidentally falls out of a tree stand during hunting season and dies. It's not a threat.
You won't do it.
It's not a threat, though. It's my point.
Yeah.
Do I disagree with it? Absolutely. Is it wrong? Absolutely. It's not a threat. It is not a justified threat. Go get any one of the 2 cops that we got
I
before
need
working
somebody
on that.
else's opinion on this because that is a threat. Anything
Yes,
that has to do
if
with
he
my
would have
kids.
said, I'm going to hang your kids, different story altogether. Then he is
Can you see
presenting
if that's
it
plugged in
as
the
a
back?
threat. then he's saying
It's point.
he's going to do something.
It have to be the power cord.
It's all the way that you word the threat. Tell me how you would word it any different where I don't feel threatened.
Hoping that something happens is not a threat. How many times
Now,
have you
what
been
about
pissed
all
off
the
at somebody?
other crap that the guy wrote all the way up to that point?
Well, I
and
didn't-
then says that,
Well, I didn't get
then
the.
that point is a threat.
I didn't get the reading of that because I was told it. Was
All right, what's the next topic?
Is Mace
This
out
guy-
there?
Sorry, we argue a lot. We're on Instagram also, guys. If you don't have a clue that we have an Instagram, we absolutely do. Hi, Kylie.
I'm leaving.
Bye.
Who's on the floor?
Megan.
Matt
ya.
out there?
Copy.
Sorry?
Is Matt out there?
No.
Tell him he needs to be out there.
Just back there receiving stuff.
I'll be out there just a little bit. See you, Kylie. Kylie's heading out for the day.
Bye, Kylie.
So, guys, questions, comments, concerns. 4 minutes. That
Uh,
goes for Instagram and YouTube. You guys have about 4 minutes.
Somebody had asked about a
scroll
block,
back up here,
block
Jacob.
earlier.
Block with an RMR. Glock 19 with an RMR. What do you think about that for everyday carry? My opinion is
Without the
I'm not
RMR.
a fan of an RMR personally, but
You were going to say something.
you talking about the bombs?
No, something before that.
I don't know, man. I don't personally like an optic on my firearm. I certainly will not put an optic on my firearm that requires a battery. I would consider an RMR that.
Holy cow, that's a lot.
But,
Alright,
but
keep
for me, it's
rolling.
harder to find
Okay,
that
keep
dot.
rolling.
If I was going to do an RMR, I'd do
Keep
the one
rolling.
with the fiber optic on it.
I mean, they weren't questions, they were just
Block 22
statements.
Greenwood, please trade in. I don't know if that is still here.
I don't know if
I
it's
don't
here.
believe it is, but I'd have to look.
So Instagram, if you guys have any questions also, we'll look back on here. All right.
Are there any other major issues? You had the bombs with
It's awesome.
they sent to all the Democrats.
All right, so what do you think? You think that's a Democratic ploy since it seems to be leaning to the right so far? in the
No, I
midterms,
mean,
or-
Come on.
that's the question. That's what do you think everybody's saying?
I know you.
Bring it to the table.
It's not the only person to say that. But come on.
Bring it to the table. That's what I'm saying. If it's out there, what do you think? That's what everybody's saying.
All right. What do you think, Don?
No, I don't. I think it's some nutbag.
I agree. I'm surprised that you said that.
I do. I think it's some nutbag. Democrat, but I don't think it's put on by the Democrats. I think it's some.
How
I think it's awfully odd that somebody sent out that many bombs and none of them detonated
I don't-
anywhere at any point. I mean, he is either got to be the world's worst bomb maker, or maybe it's not what we've been led to believe to some degree.
From what I read initially, and I haven't checked anything about the last 4 or 5 hours, that they were pipe bomb in nature. But
So I have a question over here on Instagram. What is our #1 selling firearm?
brand or model?
#1 selling firearm.
I mean, gosh,
That's tough. It's probably a shield.
I was gonna say the shield's probably still right.
Yeah,
up
the
there.
little EDC kit that we have has been going out lately.
Yeah.
So that's the one with the laser, light, flashlight, all that stuff.
Hey, what's coming up? Started yesterday.
Oh, so we have something super cool. You guys definitely check out on our Facebook page. We have some clips up right now. It is the Halloween shoot house. So Don, tell us a little bit about that. See what we have going on.
So, in case you're not familiar, we have one of the only live fire indoor shoot houses built into our rifle range. So, we also have some mobile targets that are safe to shoot. So, in our 50-yard bay, we have allocated probably 40 yards of that to a killer clown live fire fun house. We have a bunch of clown
If you
targets.
hate clowns, this is not your place.
Yeah, well, maybe face your fears, man. Suck it up and get in here. $10. You come in, use your firearm. You can get a firearm from us if you don't have one. But it is a live fire haunted house. It's pretty cool. We try to make it a little bit bigger and better every year. Most of the people that I've talked to so far this year, we did a live with one of the guys that went through the first day. He's actually back today and did it 3 more times. So he's been through it like 7 times now.
Steve, you might know this. There's 2 questions up there. One was, would you rather have in the woods, a Glock 20 or a 5.7? And then the second one is, there's supposed to be a 238 Legion coming out. Do you know
938.
938 Legion.
And 238, both are coming out.
So, do you know any updates on that?
I don't know the exact release date. I do know our rep called yesterday saying he was going to be calling, I think next week or later this week, wanting quantities as to how many we want of each. So I'm sure shipping is right around the corner, if I had to guess.
Somebody on Instagram said we are small, medium, and large.
Yes, And definitely from that angle.
Yeah, it's small, medium, large.
100%.
Who's who?
I can't read it from here.
Small.
It's
Right.
just because he's closer to the camera. If we
Well,
switch seats,
Steve's
it would
huge.
look like I was the biggest one.
Those of you who have not been in the shop and met Steve, Steve is actually 6'4", but he's just a very narrow
He's
frame.
lanky.
Yeah, just very narrow frame.
Would you rather carry a Glock 20 or a FN57 in the woods?
Glock 20.
If it were in bear country, I'd rather have the Glock 20.
If it were in squirrel country,
Neither one. What are you
Glock
talking
20.
about?
I mean, same
Glock
thing.
20. All right. So I would probably have to stick with the Glock 20 also. I don't have any interest in having any 10mm for some reason.
that's
I don't own one, but
yeah,
a
but
lot of guys like them.
tremendous amount of energy.
All right, guys. So
We're at the 30 mark.
we are out of time today.
We gotta do these for an hour.
We are not going to do this for an hour.
Nobody wants to hear it.
Nobody wants us to hear
For
us
30 minutes,
argue
let
for
alone
an
an
hour.
I think, but we could get a really good arguments in an hour.
We get in a lot of arguments without this camera on, I promise. So guys, thank you so much for watching on Instagram and on YouTube. If you guys have any more questions, don't hesitate to comment down below. Definitely check us out on Instagram. We have a lot of cool stuff coming up. You know, like the shoot house. We
That needs
have,
to be a TV show.
I know.
Yeah.
We've been approached.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
we also have the U.S. Lost Shield coming up that you guys can stop in. It's completely free. It's November the 9th. All you have to do is call the range, hit extension 2, and sign up for it. Anything else I'm missing? Oh, we have Savage Days coming up. Well,
Can not Facebook, YouTube and Instagram, can they share?
we do have those
no,
coming up.
I don't know.
At 3:30.
I don't think so. I don't think these guys can.
No.
So then don't hit your share button, whatever you do.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. So guys, if you like what we're doing, definitely give us a comment. If you hate us, I know that Jen and Kylie are not in here, and that's what we get worried.
That's not true.
Kylie, was here?
Jen's right there.
I guess they're on that side of the camera. We
Yeah.
should tell them.
Yeah, they just can't see her.
Oh, that's a good
She's
idea.
here.
Yeah, of course she is. She's not here. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you soon.
See ya. Thanks, guys.
Later.
Don't forget to argue with Steve.